Hi guys, now we are going to say the introduction about isometric projection, module 5. So what is a projection? You know, projection is creating a view of an object on a plane. So already we have seen orthographic projection. Now we can see what is the realistic view of an object. The real object, this is the real object, we can view in different ways, and one of the ways orthographic view, that is one side we can see front view, top view and side views. So in this case the projector lines pass perpendicularly and you can get the views. Only one view, which is two dimensions, one is length and height, or breadth and height, length and breadth, like that each view will give two dimensions. Okay, length, height, breadth, height, and length and breadth, like in orthographic views. In isometric, all the three is able to view all the three dimensions, so we call it as isometric view. In this isometric, it a three-dimensional view, which is easy to understand when compared to orthographic view, because orthographic only one view at a time, one side we can see, and we can see this at a time, all the sides, so we can easily understand that. And it's a 3D object at an angle of 30 degree to the plane of projection. We are joining the projector of the objects or parallel but inclined at an angle 30 degree. So here we can see the object projectors inclined at 30 degrees. So this is isometric projections. What is the difference between the orthographic and isometric? That is, in the orthographic view, one side of the object is visible on a plane, that is a front view or top view or side view. So all the views we can get it in each planes, front plane, top plane, side plane, like respective planes we will get. And in orthographic projection, the projection are 90 degrees, but in isometric it is 30 degree we are going to draw, and we can obtain the true size of the object in orthographic view if you are drawing 1:1 scale. Exactly what is the value of the object, if you draw the same as well, is called, that is a 1:1 scale. And in isometric we will not get the true size, so it's a iso scale we are going to get. So reduced iso scale, let me see in the following slides what is iso scales and all. In orthographic view we have to draw three views at least to understand the object, but here in only one view is enough, we can get the idea of the entire object. So this is the difference of this. So here isometric sketching. Now how we are going to draw the object in a two-dimensional sheet of paper. It's how to draw the object views. So here when the 3D dimensional axes are projected in a sheet, so the relation of the axis will be different. So all the three axes we have to draw. So the 360 degree is divided into three axes, so it will not be perpendicular to each other. So here in isometric sketch we are going to draw with the help of sketch sheet like this. The objects will be looking like this, and in sketch sheet it is given the lines over 30 degrees. Okay, 30 degree here, 30 degree in this direction, and then vertical, so 90 degree. So this is one vertical line, and 30 degree line will come. So we will see here what is that. So normally three axes we called as the coordinate axis of x, y, z. A circle which carries 360 degree divided by 3 axes, that is 120 degree each. Okay, this is normal coordinate axis. To draw the object in the sketch sheet, you can see the sketch sheet at the back side here. So these lines are drawn in 30-degree lines when to the reference plane. Okay, so it's a 30-degree, and here 30-degree, and a vertical line. Okay, so it's a 90-degree line. By these three we are going to draw the by drawing the object parallel to these axes only you will get the image. Okay, so and a scale is very important here. We cannot draw fully as per the true value given in isometric, because isometric is 30-degree. We have to draw 30-degree. Let me see here. First, a horizontal line. We have drawn a horizontal line, and we will draw two lines of 45-degree and 30-degree E. Now whatever we are marking here, suppose imagine that I am going to mark some 5 centimeters in the horizontal line, that is 1 2 3 4 5 each with a true scale, and if I rotated it, it will give the true scale. Okay, for 45-degree. Imagine that now it is a line is drawn at 45-degree angle, and I am measuring two scales values here. Okay, 1 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter, like this. And after this I am going to draw a perpendicular lines from this, from 1, from 2, from 3 downwards. So now draw perpendicular offsets. Okay, 45-degree line to 30-degree line. So when we are drawing perpendicular lines and offsetting, this is the exact distance, and here what we are getting the isoscales. This 1 centimeter true value is equal to this distance of isometric. Okay, do you understand now? So what is the value then? What is the scale factor? So 1 centimeter is equal to how much now? So by this we can say this is the isometric view on the isometric projection. So after completion of the isoscale, it is there. I will tell here what is the scale projection. 1 centimeter, that is 10 centimeter will give 8.1 centimeter, 8.15 centimeter. This, okay, suppose if we go 10 centimeter distance, it will give only 8.15 centimeter in isoscale. So if I take 1 centimeter distance here in the true scale, 1 centimeter, this 1 centimeter in the 45-degree, which is the true scale, which will give isometric value of only 0.815 centimeter. So 1 centimeter is equal to 0.815 centimeter in isoscale. So while drawing in engineering drawing, we have to draw this scale, isoscale. Okay, that's what given in the sketchbook, and this is true value and into 0.815. If we give, that is the ISO value, we will get it. So true value, what it is, ISO view, it will give the true value. And suppose if we draw 5 centimeter true, and this is the reduced scale. After this is 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter, exactly what we have done for the true value. But after completion of this should be as a reduced as a isometric iso projection. That is, we have to draw only with this scale. 5 centimeter is equal to 0.815. If you multiply it, you will get 4.075. So this distance will be only 4.075, and this is 4.075, like this. So this is what we have to draw after in engineering softwares. Solid software, if you draw this cube, then we have to reduce this as a isoscale. But in sketchbook, it is directly given. For your sketchbook, it is isoscale is given, so we can select like this. I will tell. Now the planes, a rectangle plane is there. Now we can draw the front planes, side plane, on the top plane only with the help of the 30 degrees. So we have to draw 30-degree line, and we can draw accordingly. So it's a square plane, how it is, and a pentagonal in all the three sides, side views, how it will be, so that we can construct a 3D model of this. So in the right side and the front side and the top, how it will be looking like. we cannot draw straightly, and this is the angle. In this angle we have to measure this distance. First we have to draw a front view, and we will draw exactly as per the scale given, and measure this. We have to mark here, and measure this, we can mark here. Like this we can do it. Okay, this is the thing. In this view we will get it. And the ellipse, say here in a circle also, it's a circle. Directly we cannot say a circle here, it will be looking like an ellipse in the other views. So isometric sketching, how to draw in our sketchbook, will be like this. The sketchbook will be like this. The papers, here you can see 30-degree line here in this direction, x direction, and y direction, that is a direction. So you can say all three lines, these directions. So if we want to draw a square box, we have to go for this, and you can select any intersection point. From here you can start. And don't measure, we should not measure from the scale, and we should not do it. So we can calculate these boxes. Here it is given, because it's made in iso scale. This entire sketch is in iso scale only. 1 centimeter is equal to 0.81. Okay, it is given. So if it is a 50 square, from here you have to check 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, like this. In 30-degree we make a line and 5 box. Here 1 2 3 4 5, intersection of 5, and you will get this 5. Join this in a parallel to this, you will get the bottom face. And vertical lines will give the height of the job, whatever it is, 50 or 60 or 70, we have to draw vertical lines only for getting height. So from here also, intersection 1 2 3 4 5 6, so it's a height of 60 mm. You need not to take a scale and measure 60 mm, just calculate this and you will get a 60 mm. So this can be done. And this is a frustum of a pyramid. There is a cube and a frustum of a pyramid. We know what is a frustum here. Frustum is already, it's a portion of a solid, a cone or pyramid. Normally it lies between one or two parallel planes cutting. So the bottom, and here if you cut parallelly, a plane, cutting plane parallelly cuts this, and you will get the portion we call the frustum. A cone, this is a cone. If you cut like this, you will get a frustum of cone. And if a pyramid, square pyramid, pentagon pyramid, hexagonal pyramid, whatever may be the pyramid, so cutting through a plane which is parallel to the base. So here we will get the frustum of a pyramid. And in further problems, we are going to solve some problems like combination of solids, a rectangular slab and a square pyramid over to the slab at the center. So now we have to draw this separately, and then identify the center, draw the height, and then we will make the scaled value here, the bottom and the top. Then we can join. This is how we can join this in the sketchbook as well as in the sketchbook, and by using software also we can do it. The slabs, different solids or one over other. These are the things. Now let me see all these problems getting solved in different lecture videos. So please, thank you very much.